A poem for the babyman. In a town where shadows danced beneath the skies, lived Phil Burnell, a man of dubious size. He sat in a high chair, a sight quite absurd, with a belly that jiggled and cheeks that were blurred. His plump fingers trembled, outstretched with a plea to those who would pass, so weary and free. "Just spare me a dime," he'd croak in a tone, while flashing his grin they'd rather disown. The streets were forsaken, all joy had been drained. Phil's world was a canvas of hunger and pain. He targeted those with minds soft and frail. A master of pity, his ambition set sail. Beside him was Kat, his wife, ever round. Her laughter was lost, as her joy had drowned. She'd shuffle through life, a shadow of grace, yet somehow found comfort in Phil's grim embrace. In their dystopic realm, where flavors were faded, the people had suffered, their spirits belated. A kingdom of hunger, where dreams turned to dust. In this wasteland of woe, there was no one to trust. Phil's man boobs grew larger, a sight to behold. As his heart became heavy, his humor turned cold. He'd strut through the alleys with swagger so bold, yet truth tangled closely with stories once told. "Let's build us a world where we'll rule from our chair." He chuckled, with crumbs from the cake in his hair. But visions of grandeur slipped further away, as winter's harsh grip turned the colors to gray. One day in the market, as whispers took flight, a glimmer of change shone through the dark night. The weak-minded folk began to break free. Together they rallied, craving harmony. With hearts intertwined, they cast off the scales. The echo of laughter replaced counting tales. Phil watched in his chair, as their spirits ascended. The world began healing, his reign came to an end. Kat felt a spark within her once hidden, no longer held captive, her spirit unbidden. She joined the brave souls, a force to ignite, transforming their hearts, turning wrong into right. No longer they begged for their morsels of fate, for together they'd flourished, rejecting their weight. Phil sat in his high chair, a relic of shame, as hope took its stance, redefining the game. Dystopia undone. In a heartwarming twist, the power of change, they could never dismiss. From the shadows, they rose, united as one. In a world that once suffered, they basked in the sun.